Minister of Education Adamu says implementation of the federal government no work, no pay policy is the only condition delaying the truce with the Academic Staff Union of Universities, ASUU. The minister, who spoke on Thursday to newsmen at the State House in Abuja, however, insisted that government will not pay striking workers for the 5 months they were on strike to deter such occurrences in the future. Kende Amodu reports.
It is not surprising that when the Minister of Education chooses to brief newsmen on developments in the sector, the ongoing industrial action by unions in universities will dominate discourse. The minister says 4 out of 5 unions have agreed to call off their strikes, but the same cannot be said about ASUU. This is because government will not agree to the condition the lecturers are given to call off their strike.
And let me just tell you what they are asking is, they can accept this if the federal government will agree to pay the salary for the month they have not worked. And I told them the federal government will not. I think the stand that the government has taken now, not to pay the month for which no work was done, I think this is the only thing that is in the hands of government to ensure that there is penalty for some behavior like this.
One of the points of departure between the two sides is the platform on which lecturers are to be paid.
The government has not approved UTAS. What I know the last on this issue is a committee has worked and tested all the 3 platforms, IPPIS, UTAS, U3PS. And the preliminary result shows that these 2 new ones are better than IPs in so many respects. But the decision of government will depend on what ultimately is given in the report that is being readied now.
Away from strikes, other issues in education that are posing to be a problem are the number of children out of school. The minister says that his initial drive when he resumed office was to declare a state of emergency in education. But he says that any reforms in education must be anchored on states.
As Minister of Education, I'm able to do here will amount to nothing if the foundation of the education system is already rotten. The way our primary schools are, and I would like to say this about governors, especially in the northern states, it is as if they are looking for power to destroy education at the primary school level. Except for few, I don't think there is any governor who has any good story to say about primary education.
The minister is not shying away from being brutally frank on some issues. For instance, when asked who would compensate students for time wasted for the 6-month strike, he said it was the responsibility of ASUU to do that and not the federal government. In fact, he's asking the affected students to take ASUU to court. From State House, Abuja, Kende Amodu, Trust TV News.